In our changing world, there's a real need to access virtual healthcare. And today at Sun Life, we're leading the industry with virtual care innovations. Lumino Health Virtual Care, powered by Dialogue, lets employees and their family members connect with healthcare professionals online and receive a diagnosis and treatment for physical or mental health concerns. Online cognitive behavioral therapy and virtual paramedical services also provide effective treatment from the comfort of home, eliminating travel, reducing wait times, and helping Canadians get back to feeling their best faster. Learn more about Sun Life's virtual healthcare solutions.
So benefits are an investment in your people, in your organization, of course, right? So with so many companies, as we know, watching budgets very tightly, what are some kind of tips and tactics that they can use to manage the costs of their benefit programs?
Yeah, employers are certainly looking to provide more with budgets that they have. They're looking certainly beyond the one size fits all benefits plan, so they do want some flexibility, as I was mentioning before. There's a lot of solutions out there in the market. We talked about healthcare spending account. Personal spending accounts are really taking up a lot more speed, so it's a way for employers to manage their costs because it's more of a fixed type of cost, and it does provide a lot more flexibility for plan members because again, you could allocate or spend the benefit dollars to where what's most important to you. And a lot of the solutions are digital now, so it really allows employees to make more spend the dollar where I want, and I could actually have that I'll call it the Amazon shopping experience where they could look through digital benefit providers and be able to spend their dollars there. I'd say one other challenge that we have, and we don't speak about this too much in the benefits because we have a tendency of just looking at the premium and the claims dollars spent, but a lot of the cost that's associated with the premium that we pay is the actually administration piece of it. So the time spent by employers in managing their benefits plan, if we could help reduce that, then overall that not only frees up the hard dollars that are associated to managing the plan, but the what I call the soft dollars or the indirect cost savings by having um, you know uh, an HR person or a business owner spend less time in managing their plans. And a lot of that, some of the solutions that are available or used to be available were really not scalable. So they were really good when an employer had an HR department and they could leverage some of those tools. But when it actually came down to smaller enterprises, it could rarely be scaled. That's changed quite a bit now with the advent of technology. A lot of more cloud-based solutions that are available. I think of some of the solutions that we have at Sun Life that we partner with some firms around that. So it's really focusing more on HR digital administration tools, simplified enrollment. So as opposed to managing paper when you're enrolling a new employee in a plan or making changes to the plan, it's really pushing out the digital solutions to the employee's smartphone. They could do their enrollment, designate their beneficiary, make changes as they go along. And because everything is cloud-based and really digital, everything is uploaded to billing. So it simplifies a lot more the administration for the plan sponsor. And I think that's one piece that we really like to look at more at getting not only advisors but plan sponsors looking into, because there are some cost savings that they could see there.
Sure. And Frank, just a follow-up question on that. What's the take up like among, when a plan sponsor rolls this out for their teams, do the employees welcome this kind of flexibility and welcome this kind of self-serve model? Or is there an education piece that has to be done?
The uptake is quite it's much better, and I think we can't underestimate the power of the smartphone. A lot of folks, traditionally we would think white collar employees would be much more comfortable with technology, but the reality with smartphones now, a lot of folks have them. I think over 70% of the population has access to that. So they are comfortable, and actually they're welcoming it. And that's what we see in a lot of our surveys is they want the Amazon-like experience in everything that they do, and that includes their benefits program. So I think we we can't be shy to be able to leverage that and use it, and the approval of it is quite high regarding plan members. So there is some education that goes with it, just like with any change. There's a bit of change management, but the change is quite welcome from plan members, and a lot of plan sponsors that have gone through that, they really wonder why didn't they do it sooner.
Okay, and Patrick, when you get this question about how we can reduce costs, what do you say? What's your answer?
Well, one of the things we do is instead of reducing costs, is making sure that we've got the right plan for the right company. Like I said, when you have a group that's not insured, we try to encourage them to go with a simpler plan because nobody knows how much the employees are going to claim. If you look at these days, there's a lot of people that are active, that are working, that are taking very expensive medication for different conditions. Nobody knows they're sick, and you never know what the dependents' health issues are. So we always tell the employer, start slow. It's always easier to add next year and 2 years than to take away. Taking away stuff from the employees is not easy. So we encourage them to start slow and to see the difference between, there's catastrophic insurance where you have to have it, and there's more budget items like dental, masseurs, vision care, where we tend to tell them to go slow. And we talk to them about the alternatives like health spending accounts, where you give everybody a certain amount, and it's very cost effective tax-wise, because instead of giving them $1,000 increase and they have to pay taxes, you give them $1,000 health spending account, and it's tax-free. So it's pushing that kind of stuff with them. But again, once they've got insurance, it's hard to get them to move over to a health spending account. It's more about education, communication with the employee, and often the employers don't have the time to do that kind of stuff.
Great, thanks, Patrick. And Dominica, what's been your experience when it comes to trying to maintain costs and ensure that your employees have what they need?
So it's been having everything available online has been the biggest impact on us. Having an app that you can use on a phone has been very well received, and that's something that we definitely look for when we look at changing or upgrading a plan. That is something that our employees absolutely want to see, and the fact that they can manage their own account is a huge saving for me, because then I don't have to deal with paperwork. So that's something that is a very impactful thing, and any more information, having tutorials online, having the ability to ask questions directly to the plan, whether it's a chat option or an email, and something like that. That has been a very impactful thing for us as employers and as employees.